Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Yacht Addiction YouTube channel. The super yacht in front of us is named Hospitality. She's a 164-foot or 50-meter long Westport, first delivered in 2011. She's had a refit in 2021. It has 7 cabins housing up to 16 guests, which is crazy. It also has a very proven charter history where you can charter up to 12 guests. This yacht is listed for sale by Moran Yacht and Ship. They've granted us access on board to do a full tour. So let's go ahead and get started with this 164-foot Westport super yacht tour. So as you'll see, we're standing on the passerelle, and that's how you get on board. You have your fixed swim platform down here, and then we're going to step up onto the aft deck. We have some lovely seating back here. And I really like how they have the glass right here, so you can peer off the back of your yacht. Your vision is not obstructed by a wall, which is nice. There is a little bar area right here, as well as a dining area back here. All right, so stepping into the main salon, there are a few clients on board. We're gonna work our way around as best as we can. But you'll see inside you have a beautiful mix of the elegant, classic looking design, but also with little modern touches here and there, so it doesn't look aged whatsoever. You have your large sofa over here. And then on the other side, you have more seating, your coffee tables, and a huge TV up on the wall. And now if we continue forward, you'll find the formal dining area. And then the crew is busy today, but we're gonna take a quick look at the galley. You have a prep space right here. Some cold storage. So here you'll see the galley. All of these delicious looking breads that are out.
Yeah, on made croissant and I do some meringue now.
We have the double sink over here. Oh, no thank you, but thank you though. You have your fridge and freezer right here. And then you also have additional cold storage right back here. So you can be extremely well provisioned with your freezers. It looks like a double freezer, so there's another door in there, and then all your other provisions right here, and a commercial ice maker. This yacht has a very long range, and you can be well stocked to accommodate that range. Thank you so much.
Welcome.
Chef was very kind. He's trying to offer me some croissants. Ooh, I wish, but I have too many yachts to film to indulge right now. If we move forward, we will find a day head. And I don't think I mentioned this in the intro. This yacht can be chartered for 12, and this yacht has a very successful and popular charter history. But obviously it would be great for private use as well. This is where we just came from in the galley. And then forward, we have a couple of cabins up here. First, we have one right here. Like I said, you have some flexibility with these rooms. You can house a lot of guests if you want to set it up that way. But check this out. This is actually the VIP cabin. You have a large shower with a bench in there. Let's open this up. Rainfall shower. A really good sized closet. And you have 2 different vanities. You have some closets right here. And you have the TV up on the wall and a small desk on the far side of the room. Now continuing forward, we have another cabin up here. And this one has 2 single beds. They have their TV and their closets. And of course, the ensuite. And what's interesting is this actually looks like a double shower. And I'm going to show you what that shares with in a second. You could use this room over here as another cabin if you wanted to, because it shares that Jack and Jill shower. However, this is set up currently as a gym space. So you have your Peloton, you have your free weights, your yoga mats. Definitely a very comfortable looking gym with the TV on the wall. And it's nice that you have the adjoined ensuite so you can immediately shower off after a tough workout. So those are the 2 cabins on this level. We're going to head back in this direction and head down the stairs to the guest cabins. You'll see the staircase going up and down right here. So if we head down, we have 4 additional cabins on this level. So we have this one right here with 2 single beds. And this room is really huge with the 2 single beds. This would make a great kids' room. There's a good sized closet over here. And before we head in there, you'll see there is a watertight door that leads to the crew area. So we're going to go down there in a second. But here is the ensuite for this one. We're going to head there in a moment. Like I said, don't worry. But first, we're going to look at these other cabins. I really like the wall of closets. It's always nice to utilize all of the space.
So we've got 4 double cabins. The 2 on the aft are identical, mirror each other. So,
Oh, excuse me. Oh, no, you're fine. Here, let me get out of your way. Oh, excuse me.
Oh, I didn't see these.
All right, we have some clients on board, so I quickly hopped to the other side, but these 2 cabins, the one we just saw and this one, are mirrored. And they have their double vanities right here. So it's the exact same for the other room. And your shower.
We can go in there.
And we have one more room right here. This has 1 double and 1 single bed. The ensuite is over here, and it's nice that there's a double vanity. And then this is a really nice walk-in shower with the rainfall. So now we're going to head back through that cabin to check out the crew area. Give me 1 sec.
Yes, you could have 100.
You're good. All right, so we let that party of clients on board pass, and now you'll see there's a watertight door here. You have your laundry facilities. You have 3 commercial Miele washer and dryer sets, and your ironing room. This is a really large crew mess. A happy crew is a happy boat. So they have their own fridge and freezer, espresso machine, their sink. There's a lot of good things going on down here, it seems. This sort of just loops around back to where we were in the laundry room. And then we have 1 cabin here. So we'll just take a quick peek. And their ensuite is right here, with a separate shower stall. Thank you to the crew for being very accommodating for me on this tour. And then you have all of your additional crew rooms down this hallway. All right, so we're gonna get out of their way. There is the other staircase that just leads up to that galley area. So that's where you'd go most of the time. But it is nice that there is a connection to service all of the guest rooms down here. So now we're gonna continue up. Right at the top of the stairs, you have another day head. And you'll see the staircase continues up. I like how there's some skylights in the ceiling there. That actually leads to the sun deck, but we'll get to that in a moment. First, we're gonna head around in this direction. It's another little prep space. Here you have the captain's office as well as the captain's cabin. And then you have the bridge. It's a very open, very bright space. You can see all of the SuperYacht controls and monitoring systems. And then back here, you have the table and the sofa behind, and another office/chart plotting station. And you do have side access doors, so you can easily get up to the forward deck from this area. But I think we're going to just take the long walk when we get to that point. So let's turn back around. Plenty more to see on this level. We still have to see the master stateroom, which is located around this corner. You do have an exit out onto the side deck. But here, through these double doors, you'll find the owner's stateroom. This is a beautiful room. You have your large TV up on the wall. You have the desk on the far side and your own private exit out onto the bridge deck aft. Looks like there's another door on the far side. So this is actually a private balcony for the owner's cabin. That's really nice. And then if we come around this corner, we have a vanity. The shower is in here. And it looks like there's another door. So this is a double entrance shower. You have the rainfall shower with the bench. And I'm assuming the toilet behind the door. And then here is the other side of the ensuite. So you have that other door to the shower, another vanity, and toilet. And you have the built-in storage everywhere you look, as well as a large closet. So that is the primary or owner's cabin. And this leads out to the Sky Lounge. This is a very casual, comfortable space with the TV up on the wall. And I actually like how they do this. You can get some great profile shots of this super yacht right here on the TV. So let's just utilize this B-roll for a second. Has a beautiful profile. And now we're going to head out to, actually I saw this and I assumed correct, this is a refrigerator. Sometimes you can just tell by the square shape of the door. But out here, you'll find the bridge deck aft. And this is a beautiful place for some al fresco dining. And you have the little bits of seating and sun pads that wrap around. And then before we head up to the sun deck, which is a very, very impressive area, we're gonna walk up towards the foredeck. And joke's on me, we actually have to head back inside. And you'll see right here, you actually have this door. So if the wind is a problem, you can close this area off. So if you're having dinner here, you can have a little more comfortable of a setting. And we are actually gonna head up to the sun deck next. I don't wanna snake through the inside again to get up to the foredeck. We'll do that in a moment. But this sun deck is massive. You have all of the hospitality loungers out here. And you'll also see this is just a huge open deck, and you have a crane on either side, so you can store tenders and jet skis up here. You have the one crane here and the other on this side. Here you have a bar area with this really cozy seating area. And these tables are expandable.
Always because of work I've never made the big waist. My father and my mum get invited, and he always keeps me. You have to come to the big waist together.
And then right here, this is that staircase with those skylights that we saw earlier. With the push of a button, this will open up, and you can get back down to the bridge deck. And then all the way forward, actually before that, you'll see you have your grill.
They just had a whiskey exchange.
Excuse me. And then all the way forward, you have the jacuzzi with the sun pads that wrap around it right towards the front of the ship. Like I said, this is a huge sun deck. It's very easy to see why this is such a popular model for charters. Now I think since we're going up to the foredeck next, this worked out perfectly. So we can take this little staircase, which should lead us to the bridge, which will then lead us to the foredeck that we are trying to get to. So, these are obviously watertight doors. And you can get up here from the lower side deck, but obviously we're on the upper level, so there's not a deck that goes all the way across in this area, which is nice for the interior to reclaim that space. But if we step forward, here you can see another fantastic sun pad. Everyone can hang out here, enjoy a nice drink. And then down below, you just have another crane and some additional sea-doos up here. So you can fit lots of toys on board. And guys, right in front of us is the 201-foot Marguerite super yacht. We have a tour of this on the channel, so make sure you check that out if you haven't seen it, because that yacht is pretty extraordinary in itself. But I'm also very impressed with this Westport. And honestly, our pathing has kind of worked out perfectly. We can close this behind us, because now, one thing I really liked is this door is so easy to open and close with one hand. There are some doors on some yachts where you open it up, but it swivels back and forth, so you need two hands to make sure it doesn't slam. This one, it's on one really strong arm, so there's no chance of slamming the door, and I could easily operate it with one hand. It's those little things that sometimes elevate the yacht. And also, you have a very streamlined docking station on the side here. And I like how that's built in straight onto the side here. All right. We've seen so many great things on this yacht. If you're liking this super yacht tour, make sure you like the video. It helps pump out the channel to a greater audience, and I greatly appreciate it. So this leads us back to the aft deck. So now we're going to head down to the engine room. And as you can see, this entire transom wall, you have the two individual doors, but this can also open up all the way. And guys, as we're waiting for this to open up, it looks like we spotted in the wild Tristan Mortlock from the Super Yacht Captain channel, filming right off the side of this beautiful yacht. So as you'll see down here, we have some sea bobs and a huge storage area for all of your toys. This is a great storage area. You can see all of your dive tanks, your fishing gear. Now we're going to head down to the engines. And this yacht comes with a pair of MTU engines. They're 3,650 horsepower each. Your top speed is around 25 knots. And cruising at 10.5 knots, you have a 4,000 nautical mile range. So like I said, you have a very impressive range capability with all the systems to match. Thank you so much again.
Thanks, man.
All right, guys, let's just go on the side deck and find a nice quiet place to do this outro. Thank you to Moran Yacht and Ship for granting us access on board. This is an amazing Westport yacht. Here's the outside view of the main entrance on the side. If you enjoyed this super yacht tour, make sure to leave a like, comment down below, and don't forget to subscribe so you never miss a future upload. We will catch you next time.